Wing Chun, unlike our Hung Kuen curriculum or styles like Choi Floyd, and so forth, does not have a lot of street building built into it, whereas Hung Kuen sets a lot of NATO, building up physical strength and tendon and so forth. Wing Chun doesn't really have that. It's meant to be trained quickly and efficiently, but if you're doing it for a long period of time, there's muscles you can develop that enhance your power in the Chun. The muscles that are actually involved in your techniques, you can develop them with conventional Western weight training. Your primary muscles to work with your techniques are going to be, a minute here, this is my student Crystal, your tricep, extending, the brachialis, so when you pull Wing Chun, you're not pulling here very often, it's often this way, like lap sao, cow sao, and so forth. That's the muscle here that goes up the bicep and down the forearm. There's also the lat, which is a large muscle back here. You use pull-ups and whatnot to your point down, it's sinking. There's the rhomboids and the rear of the deltoid for pulling in. For punching, it's not pec major, it's pec minor. It's the front head of the deltoid and the tricep are both punching. Because you're not throwing a big all hook punch usually. It's here, so it's not using this muscle. So to develop those, there's a couple exercises you can do with very minimal equipment. Pull-ups, easy, big self-explanatory. Just here, and do a pull-up. If you're not comfortable doing full body weight, you can get one of these guys as an assist as you go doing full pull-ups. That works the brachialis, that works the lats. Another good one is bent over rows. What's up? So that works the brachialis, the rear of the deltoid, the rhomboid, and the lat. And that's, basically your lap style motion is this exact motion with the dumbbell. So that mechanic. So once you time that with your turn and with your explosive power from going fast, but with the muscle developed, your lap style will keep going off the balance. Another one would be lying on the bench. Face down with a lighter weight. So don't do as heavy as you possibly can. Do a lighter weight. And focus on squeezing the muscles between the shoulder blades. Okay, so that works the muscles of the back involved, the cow style, block style, and so forth. Some of your on-style technique. Also for the pulling motions, hammer curls. So not the big fancy giant bicep business. Still in ways you can do them. So that orientation form is the same orientation as your cow style and mop style. Because you're pulling in the same motion, so it works the same muscle. So the orientation of the forearm determines which muscles are engaged with the technique. And then the weight training aspect is you mimic that alignment of the bones to target specific muscles. The triceps for punching, there's close grip push-ups. Eventually you want to work up to knuckle push-ups, tucking the elbow like this here. So it was tucked. So that works on your alignment too, the lining up the fist with the forearm, with the elbow, with the shoulder, and so forth. There's tricep kickbacks, just a lighter weight. Okay. And then also dips. Again, this works the lats, the triceps, and pec minor. If you don't have little dip stations, which those are actually relatively inexpensive, you also can get a couple of chairs, put them together to the right height, and just crank them out. But those exercises there, those target the muscles you actually use for your Wing Chun. You do use your your legs, of course, for like EG, community comps, but just developing more strength in the legs. Just squat down. Make sure your weight's on the heels, from the side, just squat, body weight. Come up. Keep your eyes up. You can go like hands out in front of you and whatnot. But that develops strength in the legs because it's important. You're rooted and you're sunk. Your techniques are more effective. You're harder to unbalance. But if your legs are weak, it's harder to actually root, turn, and be connected. So, yeah, those exercises you do at home, pair those up with your forms, your stance training, practicing seated and towel, nice and slow, drag it out for 30 minutes, so on. So yeah, that hopefully should enhance your Wing Chun training. Thank you.